We're live. We are live. What's poppin', gamers? How's it going? How's everybody doing? It's here. It's finally here. Lost Belt 3. After what? How long has it been? What was Lost Belt 2 was like in the middle. It was before. It was before summer, so it has been a while. It has been quite the long time, but it finally here. We left off in a pretty big cliffhanger, I think, last time. I am not sure. It's been a while. Like it's out. It's been out. Lost Belt 2 came out before I even started streaming. So like. Yeah, which is so weird to think about. That I've been streaming for like half a year now. Like that's crazy. Like it feels like I started like yesterday still, but it's been months. But anyway, I think we should we just jump into it, right? Let's see where we left off. Last time we found the Atlas organization, I think it was. Don't remember. Let's just go. Let's just go. Please. We just started the stream. Oh damn. Well, you are not gonna get that much extra content because apparently they just decided to crash immediately. God damn it. I just clicked on Lost Belt and it crashed. Fuck's sake. Yo, doing live. Sorry about that. You just hate like people just love to barge into your room. It's quite something, isn't it? Decided to work on Gil. I hate him, but now he in level 97. Holy shit! You worked a lot on him for a character you don't like. Dude, weren't there any other characters you liked or could have worked on? Like, jeez, bro. Damn. I actually, right now, I finished leveling up my Saber Diarmid, and right now I am leveling up, I think, my Fran, my Berserker Fran, because she's like, and now she's like level 70 something. I don't remember. I'm almost done leveling the 4 stars I have. I think I got like, 5 stars I still got Altera, but as 4 stars go, I think I have like 3. I have like Berserker Nobu, Medusa Lily, and actually I think that's it. I don't think I have anyone else level up after that. Huh. How about that? He but has 2 times the XP. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And he's really good archer for servants regardless of personal opinion. Yeah, that's true. Fair point. But I don't know, man. I am a true believer of waifu and husbando over meta. So I don't know. But hey. But yeah, the 2 times the XP. That's fair. I think I'm gonna do Anna next, because she gets a bonus next Christmas. Oh, she does! That is something to consider. I might do that as well. Then. Well, I'm gonna have to level her up during the event, because I'm fresh out of EXP. I spent it all I spent all my Christmas EXP on Berserker Fran. Okay, now let's jump into it. Let's go. Finally, jeez. Oh, Anastasia? Oh, Anastasia. Okay, so not Anna. Because Anna, I think Anna... Because it was on Babylonia, right? Babylon, that they called Medusa Lily and Anna. Yeah. Ooh. How long has it been since I left the colony of survivors? I managed to keep a log for the first 30 days, but now it just feels like I've lost the ability to keep track of time. In my defense, it's hard to count the days when we don't have when we don't have nights anymore. It all blurs together. Wait, they bleached the Earth, but what do you mean they stuck the sun in place? Earth stopped rotating as well? Okay, sure. I still have no idea how things got to this point. What I can say for sure is that somehow the sun is shining on every corner of the world at once. Okay. The story is pretty neat, by the way, but all I'll say is Gordolf, or whatever the hell his name is Gordolf is super a piece of shit. Like, I think there was one point in the story where he was like, ah, sweet, he kind of cares. But that was one part, and I don't even remember it properly. It just... He's dumb, yeah. With everything bleached white as far as the eye can see, you get numb to time as well as distance. My food and water are starting to run out. Once they do, that'll be it for me. At least my old motorcycle is still purring like a kitten. I never expected this solar generator to work this well for this long. It proves you can ride an old motorcycle from Australia to North America as long as you have a surface to ride on and a solid engine and thousands of dollars on fuel. All I drive over seems to be endless white wasteland. No, maybe wasteland isn't the right word. Yeah, I know it. So I really want to find out who he is, though. Wait. No, I can't say it, because I know a character that is going to show up in the future. It sucks because I was on Amino one day and just someone posted a picture of a scene in one of the further Lost Belts in JP. I was like, fuck's sake, don't post that shit. But, you know. So if it is him, that would be sick. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It took like 45 minutes to read all of that to me in my head, so it'll be a while. Oh shit, okay. Then let's go. Long stream. We'll go the whole day today, boys. Let's go. All I drive over seems to be endless white wasteland. No, maybe wasteland isn't the right word. It's more like pavement without so much a single crack or seam to be seen. It's nothing like a desert either. There's just nothing here. I don't even get that natural sort of austerity of wastelands give off. It's not so much that it seems like life's dead out as that it never existed to begin with. Ooh. Case in point, I have not seen a single sign of death or decay this whole time. Not a single corpse, no plants, no animals, no insects, not so much as a microbe. This isn't a dead world, it's an empty one. There's nothing, not even bacteria to make food spoil. It feels clean, too clean. Never mind that last bit. I must be more tired than I thought. I'm getting overly sensitive. I can see an unnatural shape just up ahead. Probably more remnants. Yeah, just today. Up today, boy. Excited. I'm excited to see where they pick off from last time, actually. Because that was a pretty big cliffhanger. I think I'll rest there today. Maybe there will be even some food left, if I'm lucky. Oh, we came across these before. The last time, right? Remnants. In this case, are areas that somehow escaped the rest. Or, well, more places that remained in part despite being reset. Wait, just the intro is out? I thought the entire thing was out. Okay, so we just do the intro today, and then when more comes out, I'll stream again. Hey, Silver Wolf, how's it going, man? The colony I left behind was situated in one such remnant. If any satellites were still intact, we might have even been able to find and connect with other survivors. Not that it would have made us any less powerless to fix all this. After all, if that tree were to attack again, humanity would be well and truly gone. I wonder, like, so today's just gonna be story time. So today's just gonna be reading then. Alright. Survivors, 0. Signs of people having been here, 1. A single message. No food, sadly, but any port is in a storm. Besides, just seeing artifacts of civilization like this again does wonders for my morale, even if it is gutted ruins from a burial invasion. Hopefully they announce the Thanksgiving servants on that live stream. Oh, there's a live stream today. What time? Because I could I could see if I could live stream it. Yeah, they're probably gonna announce the Thanksgiving people. I could do something on Discord or here on Twitch. I shrug my shoulders as I sit down on what used to be a sofa. This shrug is just a desperate ploy to convince myself I'm calm, but strangely, it still helped. I play back the only message data to be found. It is essentially the same as all the others out there. I'm scared. Run away. It hurts. Why? No, help me. Please forgive me. There it is again. Why are these people attacked? Why were they erased? I did my best to recall that day calmly and objectively. The year when Earth fell to invaders from another world. Truth be told, we had time to prepare. Maybe it was only 12 hours, but it was still time we could have used. On that New Year's Eve, we lost every satellite around the world in an instant. In consequence, we were not able to observe a single cosmic ray, even as the whole world was reduced to a blank, dusty gray sphere. I know now that it was a remembrance in the sky. A dome of sorts made by the tree's branches that was placed over the entire world. But we weren't exactly in a position to sit down and take stock of what happened on that day. Not with all the crazy things going on. 12 hours later, Armageddon. A total slaughter, a massacre on an unimaginable scale. Uncountable. Tree things descended on the earth, like so many tentacles from space. Ooh, no, tentacles, oh no. Wait, hold on. They crawled across the world, finally exterminating all life forms. All forms of life with unerring accuracy and unnerving tenacity, killing almost every human on the planet over the course of 3 months. Yeah, I guess, yeah, this does fit well with 2020. Shit. This is just the future. The FGO is trying to tell us something, guys. Oh no. After that, the trees just disappeared, returning to the sky and leaving behind a blank, desolate world. Even now, thinking about it makes me tremble. Not at the revelation that aliens really did exist, not even the realization that our world, our civilization, had been erased and would never return. No, what scared me was those trees' tenacity. The way they extended their branches to destroy a person's heart with a single snap. This is gonna be like the 2021 finale, guys, I'm telling you. Upon their death, people would instantly turn to dust, their agonizing screams still echoing around them. There were no exceptions. Even though these aliens possessed weapons of mass destruction large enough to blot out the sky, they chose not to use them. Instead, they went out of their way to erase billions upon billions of people one at a time. They were like some kind of twisted artisan burning with perverse passion for their craft. Those of us who did survive, like myself, only managed to do so by being in hidden underground facilities at the time. Damn. So I wonder, like, what percentage of humanity survived? Like 10, even or less percent? Well, catch me heart stabbing game. That heart stabbing, hell yeah. Dizziness starts to overwhelm me. Maybe I've been under a bit more strain than I realized. I'll just rest up here for today. Tomorrow I'll set back off on my journey of wishful thinking. I may not have much food left, but assuming I've stayed on track, I should be at my destination soon. It's the last place any of our satellites caught on camera. The only place in this whole world that hasn't been wiped clean. An area in southern Nevada. Probably like 99, yeah. 0.1% per survive, yeah. Damn, dude. It's crazy. That's right. I mean, it's like, if you think about it, this is better than last time, you know, in the last time, when Solomon attacked, literally everyone died, so, you know, it's better, I guess. That's right, my destination is the Air Force base known as Area 51. Hell, this is what saved us, storming Area 51. If we hadn't stormed Area 51, we would have never had a place to hide. Signed, David Blue Book. Ooh, no battles. Is it just reading? Is the whole intro no reading, or is there actually some? Because I was expecting to do at least some fighting, you know. Bruh. please. Did we drive into a whole other world when I was looking? It was nothing but clear skies as far as the eye could see just a moment ago. I don't know if I should try to make voices or not. I don't know if making voices is gonna be cringe or not, you know? I mean, I would love to, but you know. Now I've got an announcement of my own. I estimate the border has about an hour until it sinks. It is actually good. Okay. Hey. I'm down. Like, Salem was basically all reading. It was amazing, so, you know, I'm down. So, hey, maid, how's it going, bro? How's it doing? Yeah, just one problem. There's no land to go back to. We're smack in the middle of the North Sea. Da Vinci, we can. I'll try. Let's see. Let me give my British accent a try. Da Vinci, can we still initiate a zero sail here? Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm so sorry. Surely that must be preferable to sinking to our deaths. We can't. The formulas won't be stable enough on water. We'd have to rewrite the software from scratch. Hang on. We're getting a call. Go ahead and open up a line, Miss and hurry. Da Vinci's no use to us right now. Right, on it. CQ, this is the Wandering Seas dock. Do you read me? That vessel. That would be Chaldea's ship, right? No, wait, not a ship. Oh, I see. A tank. Rational, yes, very rational. A ship is unnecessary for a zero sail. But I say you have no sense for design. It might as well be a large metal coffin. Nothing charming there at all. Be honest, you would never have made it back without my paper moon, would you? Still, a fine job making it all the way here. Everything is proceeding within my calculations. It's coming from the Wandering Sea, but where? Where? Right in front of you. Oh, hang on, let me clear the fog. It should be easier to see then. No rush, mate. It's okay, mate. I didn't get a rush as well. 2022 though. 2022 though. Arash, I'm coming for you. Alright? After Neuro Bride, I'ma save up for that Arash, boy. Proceed on your current course, though you may want to reduce your speed. And be sure to give thanks. Alright, this will be the first time in over 2,000 years that this island has revealed itself on a day other than December 31st. Oh! Welcome to the primordial magecraft workshop, the baldenders of the Wandering Sea. My name is Shion Eltnam Socaris. I am a Spiriton hacker who escaped. Wait, Spiriton hackers is in the guys from like Fate Extra? Nande? A Spiriton hacker who escaped to the Wandering Sea when I predicted that the world was about to end. I have been waiting for you. Being the Atlas Institute's last remaining member, the Wandering Sea higher-ups entrusted me with the project of writing this bleached Earth problem. So, like, is this gonna be? Are we gonna finally have like a base of operations? Because right now, like, to this point, we've only been on the tank dude. Reveal is fucking hype for Fate nerds like me, yeah. Yep. I don't remember because does it have more to do with like other manga and stuff? Because I haven't read any of the manga. I haven't read what's it called, Strange Fake and Prototype, all of that. Because the first time I've heard of Wandering Sea was in FGO. Okay, I know that was just a minute ago, but Faux. Well, we followed the directions that bizarre transmission gave us, right to this lump of rock. Now, can you tell me what this is about, Da Vinci? I'm glad the border isn't bobbing around like a damned cork. But have we been sinking these last few minutes or haven't we? I have the same question. It seemed to me like the border sank underwater before it emerged on the surface. In passing and other works? Right. Because I remember I think the first time I might be wrong. The first time I've heard of Atlas was in Camelot? The Atlas Institute? And then the Wandering Sea, yeah, I think the first time I've heard of it was during the Lost Belts. So yeah. Don't look at me, I didn't do anything. Once we got to those rocks, it felt like the currents kind of carried the border to the rest of the way. Looks like I tried to steer us, but the currents were just much too strong. The border sank about 40 meters, but then popped up a good 30. I think we must have gotten into the Wandering Sea from underneath, since I didn't exactly see a front door. Perhaps that is how they go about docking ships here, or how they keep ordinary ships away. Sounds right to me. I just wish she'd given us a little heads up. Then does that mean... Yeah, does that mean we can go outside now, or... Are we still in risk of drowning? That would appear to be the logical conclusion. The issue at hand, however, is... Are we sure this is the Wandering Sea? And how do we know it's safe outside? Fire up every sensor we've got. I want to know everything going on outside the border. Roger, but I've already been doing that. I'm not picking up anything at all, not a damn thing. Testing, can you hear me over there? I'm afraid the Wandering Sea cannot be observed by any means created by or relying upon science, not even partially. I would give up on trying to see what is going on outside. That hunk of metal you have been riding around in, none of our sensors will see anything here. Besides, danger is a no-no here. And there is no way there would be anything wrong with my calculations. Right now, this is the most peaceful, happiest, scariest island in the whole world. Yeah, how can it be peaceful and scary? At any rate, come on out, visitors. I did not open up my darling secret base today just so you could hole up in that big metal box of yours. Well, what should we do now, everyone? Since our sensors are blind, someone's gonna have to take one for the team and poke their head outside. I nominate Holmes. Agreed. You can always use your Baritsu if things get dicey. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I actually can't use Baritsu just yet. At this point, I dare say you could outfight me, Director. So he's still recovering from last time. Good point. Holmes is going to need more time to recover from the injury he has sustained in Scandinavia. So then, as the only combat-ready servant here, I should be on the one to... Let's go say hi together, man. Oh my god, if protagonist and Mash don't get together by the end of this shit, I'm gonna be so pissed. They're so fucking cute, okay? It's true. It's true. Right. I was just thinking the same thing, Master. Faux. Well, then I'm coming too. I'm way too curious to just stay on the border. Friend or foe, the Wandering Sea is still a mystic among mystics. No way would I pass up the chance to go check out the place that still has mystics from the Age of Gods. Smash, hell yes. Mash, best Kohai, man, best Kohai. Can't wait to play Smash. Best Kohai. I've seen comments that don't, Lamau. Fan made, of course. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. You're better off not getting mixed up with those places if you ask me. I mean, let's be honest here. They clearly have, like, some amount of feelings for each other. It's so fucking obvious. Alright? Just saying. You're better off not getting mixed up with those places if you ask me. They even say the I almost read the clock tower. The clock tower is in a... Wait, hold on. The clock tower is an inhospitable hell when you get right down to it. I see you plebs know your place. In your own way. You're quite right, blah 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 blah. One should never move past one situation to peer into the secrets of magecraft or the organization that keep them. There's the cock tower. Yeah, hell yeah. One should never move past one station to peer into the secrets of magecraft or the organization that keep them. The moment you do, you'll be so shocked by how vastly they overpower you that you may find yourself bedridden and half-mad for a month. It's all risk and no reward. Curiosity isn't what killed the cat, it was fear. Mage's final place to stand against the horny. Yes. Mages unite, we must destroy the horny. Yes, the Redditor's worst enemy. Hell yes. It is no November, boys. We must destroy the horny for good. However, as we humans are not cats, it is possible to overcome those fears much like I did. Sure you did. Sure you did. Masterilite. You. Oh my god, that is such a good title for a FGO Dojin. Like, Lord Elmaloy case files Dojin, like the cock tower. Lord Elmaloy in the cock tower. I hereby authorize the two of you to investigate whatever lies outside. Once you're certain that there's no danger, call for me right away. Oh, and try to stick close to the border, would you? You should be no more than 5 seconds sprint from here at most. Roger that. Alright, I'm going to open the border's port hatch now. Are you ready, Master? All set here. I've got your backs. I may not be much use in a... excuse me? Sorry, no. In a fight, but I can make damn sure nothing gets by my defenses. Thank you. Thank you, Da Vinci. Opening the hatch now. Oh. Ew. It's incredible! Wow, this place is amazing! Look, Mash, look at Ricardo. Oh, this is like top shelf secret base stuff. Completely no idea. Hell yes. We have come up with the cock tower, boys. The copyright that shit right now. Holy crap. Oh, this is like top shelf secret base stuff. It's like a picture book come to life. Whoever designed this must have been such a dummy. Oh, I've seen you before. Right? I've seen you somewhere. Thanks for the kind words. I must be doing pretty well if the great Leonardo da Vinci, famous genius and notorious problem child, would speak like that about me. What's wrong with us? Everything, mate. Everything. Look, Lord Elmaloy in the Cock Tower is gonna be a success and you just don't know it yet, okay? You'll see. You get used to it. Yeah, pretty much. Wait, is that really Da Vinci? Isn't she a little off, too girly, just a little high spec? Hey, you there, Master Ricardo. Is that girl there really and truly Leonardo da Vinci? I sure am. I'm a Da Vinci backup unit made by the one and only Leonardo da Vinci herself. What about you? Excuse me. Are you the girl who contacted us? Oh, right. I was so surprised by Girl Vinci here that I forgot my manners. Cut and take 2. I am Xion. I feel like I've heard about her before. I don't know where though. God. Yeah, it's a new idea. It's gotta be good. Xion Eltnam Socaris, an alchemist here to mess with you guys on behalf of the Atlas Institute. Oh, I also made Trismegistus and the you guys can read, okay? the paper moon you were manhandling just a few minutes ago. So, I'm here to collect damages you owe me for copyright infringement. No, the cock tower is my idea, okay? You fuck off. It's my copyright. Okay? It totals to about $790 million, so... Yeah, you guys are boned. Whatever human rights you think you had are gone. Do you know what this means, Ricardo? It means I owe you. Lock, stock, and barrel, baby. The cockright! No! They're taking away my right to cock. So... mind just signing the contract here for me? I hereby confess to using Miss Xian's intellectual property without express permission. I also absolutely saw the end of humanity as such. It's not, oh no. We had a traitor amongst our ranks. He took the cockright all to himself. Therefore, until repayment of said aforementioned unrepayable debt, I, Ricardo, do hereby offer up the following. My body, my soul, and each and every one of my worldly possessions, past, present, and future, throughout the universe to Xian. Nah. You'll never take the cock tower. Never! There you go. Mine just signing here, 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 and here. Initial there too. Say, mind being modded? Are you into mecha? Bioengineering? A mixture of both? What the heck? We can just throw them all in. What the heck? We can just throw them all in. Do not worry, it will not hurt at all. Shotomate. What? Just kidding. You do not owe me anything. I was only messing with you. Besides, I was using old Zimbabwean dollar value, so you could totally have paid it back anyway. Okay. Sorry, I might have gotten a little carried away there. You will have to forgive me, I have never actually done this before. I know I sort of struck first, so to speak, when I contacted you early. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I have stomach problems. When I contacted you earlier, so I was being all formal to try and put you at ease, but as you can see, I'm not really like that. Just your everyday mild-mannered alchemist here. That makes sense. You spoke so fast I didn't realize it right away. But there's no way anyone from the Atlas Institute would be so quick to pull out a contract. I see. An advanced technique designed to better break the ice during our first encounter. I don't know. Alright then, let me introduce myself again. For the fucking 50th time, we get it. She said her full name like 3 times already. My name is Xian. Welcome to the Wandering Sea, Chaldeans. Leonardo da Vinci, Mash Curie-Light, Ricardo, and... I did not see that animal mentioned in any of our data. I wonder if he's someone's familiar. Yeah, something like that. He's definitely not one of, like, the primordial evils of the world or anything like that. He's definitely not a beast. Don't have to worry about that. Nope. I can sense a modicum of intelligence from it, like an AI that just started learning. Oh well, no problem. I already have a pretty good idea who you guys are. I have not seen what has become of the outside world myself, but I do know what happened to Caldia on the first day of 2020. Oh boy, it hasn't been just the first day. It's been one hell of a year. You haven't seen the outside? Does that mean you have no immunity to the atmosphere? Oh no, I am completely healthy. You have to be in good shape to use memory partition at a halfway decent level, after all. I just meant I did not have a need to go outside. Sorry for the misunderstanding, Mash. So, who's in charge right now? From what information I have, it should be Da Vinci here, but given she has the whole kid thing going on, I assume that is no longer the case. I must have a gap in my information somewhere. Better get sorted. I'm impressed you picked up on that. You look like a girl, and it would seem that you are in fact something of a girl. Indeed, a master/amateur mage, the demi-servant girl, and the capable technical advisory are merely my subordinates. Ah, it's Gordolf, isn't it? Who am I? Why, you surely need not ask. I am Caldia's new director, and the man who will one day resurrect the golden age of the prestigious Musik estate, Gordolf Musik. I see you're surprised that I'm still alive. I know the crest and that uniform. It would seem you truly are a mage of the Atlas Institute. That means it should have been obviously trivial for you to predict that the terrible tragedy that befell my Caldia with your fancy parallel thought acceleration. I am keenly aware of how I feel for I always fuck up her name. Konyanskaya's devious scheme, and so inadvertently allowed the cryptors to carry out their plan. I don't know. I think it's just cause like I don't know. I don't know. No doubt I was the first one to be killed off an Atlas. Wait, what? Oh, probably they thought he was dead. They thought he got killed during the whole erasure of the cleansing of Earth, whatever you want to call it. The quickest way to ensure a plan's success is to take out your position as Genius Commander, after all. Genius Commander. But as you can see, I survived. For no matter how poor the road conditions, how dire the weather, or how far behind I may be, I will never retire before the race is over. Ah, you are Gordolf, right? I am not surprised you are still alive given your specs. Huh? You're not? Your odds were not great, but they were also not zero. I figured you would make it out of there as long as you had solid help and backup. No, it was the servant behind you that surprised me. Would you mind telling me your name? Ah, yes. I do beg your pardon. I was preoccupied with keeping our new director safe, since he insisted on venturing out to see what was going on for himself. I am Sherlock Holmes, a ruler. As you are the successor to the great Atlas Institute, I trust that is all the introduction you need. Seriously, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if my. I don't really get a feel because like. To me, it doesn't. I don't know if to me it doesn't sound that good because I studied in a British school for 2 years. So like, I always compare it to the people I knew there, and I don't know, I don't feel like mine's that good. Maybe I'm too harsh on myself, I don't know. But thank you, thank you. Wait, you already know who I am? Even for a famed detective, it seems just a little suspicious that you already know that much about me. Elementary. My dear Xion, your middle name, Altnam, tells me all that I need to know. From there, all I need to do is contrast your behavior with our current situation. And that answer all but presents itself. It's so... Yeah, bullshit, you're just quoting from her file. Now, don't go giving the game away, Mr. Ricardo. You touched Tri-Hermes? Ah, now I see. This must have been during the sixth singularity. I read about that in the report to the Mages Association. So, you managed to touch Tri-Hermes directly without losing your mind? Really now. No wonder you're the pinnacle of intelligence among servants. You and I are going to get along just fine. Hey, it's the Shota! I've seen you. Come on, Xion. How much time are you going to waste talking? You want me to give this ship a tune-up, right? Hurry up and get the crew off it already. Death stare. What? Do I have something on my face? You're kind of rude, aren't you? Nice to meet you. All that magical energy, are you sure? Are you a servant? Does this mean the Wandering Sea is also capable of summoning servants? Yeah, I snuck a peek at Caldia's system, came up with my own take on it, and somehow managed to summon a single servant. I needed someone who could watch my back and also make sure I would not break it. I mean, I could draw up blueprints all day on my own, but what good is that if nobody actually builds any of it, right? I'm still amazed that you managed to summon a heroic spirit somewhere besides Caldia. Hello there, servant from the Wandering Sea. My name is Mashcurulite. May I ask you who you are? You don't have to tell me your true name. I'm no one. I don't have a name. If you have to call me something, just call me Nameless. Hey, you're stealing Namelessness. You're stealing Nameless's name from Fate Extra. Which is just Emiya, but you get the idea. Now, get everyone out of here, Xion. I can't call everyone else with all these people in their way. This is painful to look at. It's worse than watching coral reefs die. What happened to this ship? I can hear it crying in pain. I need to fix it now before I go insane. Whoops. Looks like someone got up on the wrong side of bed today. Huh, Captain? Oh well, guess I am unable to blame you, since you are even sheer than me. Captain? Is that some sort of joke? Are you mocking me? Well, what else can we call you? Would you prefer Prince? Fine. I guess Captain works since we have more guests now. At least it's better than Prince. It would seem you added something to that servant spirit origin. Am I correct, Miss Shion? Yeah, a phantom spirit. One cannot summon a decent heroic spirit without Mash's shield. You understand? Since I was missing powerful holy relics like that, I had to make do with whatever I could scrounge together to make this spirit origin. But do not ask me to reveal his true name. That is something a servant should choose to do. Once Captain trusts you guys, I'm certain his identity will become clear. Q fo fo. Anyway, right now it is just me and Captain here. I promise there's nobody else around, so feel free to bring the rest of the Shadow Borders crew along. I have prepared a room for the staff where they can relax and rest up. But I'm afraid I will have to ask all of you to join me for a little longer. I can imagine how exhausted you must be and would love to sleep in a proper bed, but that must wait. This is just the entrance, see? Come on, I'll take you to the command room. Damn. Oh, this looks so much like that place in Camelot. You know, the one... the Atlas Institute? Whoa. Whoa. It's... Oh, is it? Oh, yeah! It is! That's true! Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Chaldea's command room? Yeah, I see how you could make that mistake, Ricardo, but a mistake it would be. Chaldea's command room was actually modeled after this place. This is the masterpiece I have been assembling day and night for the last 3 months, ever since I came to the Wandering Sea. I call it Spiriton Calculation Engine Trismegistus 2. A perfect reproduction of Trismegistus I lent to Chaldea, and the new brains of your operation. You don't say. You said you've been assembling it, so that must mean you brought the necessary materials along with you when you came here. Between the paper moon and all this groundwork you've been laying, you're obviously no ordinary mage. Sean Eltnam Sokaris. It looks to me like you knew even more about Chaldea than we do. Yeah, a lot of what I know comes before Chaldea really even got off the ground. As you know, the pseudo-spiriton calculation engine, Tri-Hermes, is the heart of the Atlas Institute. My father, the head of Atlas at the time, was supposed to create Tri-Hermes' sister unit. Wait, hold on, what? My father, the head of was supposed to create Trismegistus before its development was handed off to me. I propose use paper moon based on zero sail as a method for sending people into the past. Well, into singularities anyway. But Chaldea's first director, Marisbury, had a different idea for a more reliable method. His proposal was a process he called ray shifting that involved transmitting physical bodies as spiritons. It was more a proactive approach, given that it was closer to the Atlas Institute's prognostication. Not exactly the most cautious proposal, all told, but the fact that a mage like him was willing to reveal his most secret arts, that spoke volumes. I mean, if word had gotten out that the Amnisphere family, one of the 12 Clock Tower Lords, was sharing technology with Atlas, it would have meant a war with the Lords, leading ultimately to the end of the hemispheres. Director Marisbury understood the seriousness of the risks and chose to act away anyway. So Atlas Institute decided to accept Chaldea's request out of respect for the risks he took. Of course, none of the other... Of course, none of the lords ever did figure out what Marisbury was up to, so it ended up not really being a thing. Anyway, you all know what happened next. We provided Chaldea with Trismegistus, which enabled Chaldea to complete Chaldeus. And the Chaldea Security Organization went on to do what it was intended to. I'm certain you all know more about Chaldea's actual exploits than I do. We were just the ones who gave you the tools to get things rolling. Indeed. We do know about Chaldea's connection to the Atlas Institute. We do not, however, know about you. How did you survive the rest of the world? And why were you waiting for us here in the Wandering Sea? Took the words right out of my mouth. You have a thing for asking questions you already know the answers to, huh, Sherlock? Are you obliged to? Will you die otherwise? I suppose since you are being so meticulous and all, I can go ahead and tell you what you already know. Answer the first. I escaped the rest because I was in the Wandering Sea. The Wandering Sea is like its own little singularity. It is always drifting between the world's textures. Ah, that explains a lot. That kept it safe even while the world was being wiped clean. Answer the second. I came to the Wandering Sea because I predicted this future. Trihermes collects, organizes, and makes records of a ton of data about Earth, just like Chaldeus. It is like a huge sea of information, all there for the taking. For alchemists like us, it might as well be our own primordial soup. I was just taking a little dip in that sea, without my father knowing, of course, when I ended up arriving at that prediction. Hold on, please. Okay, you're good. In short, I was not sure how, but I knew the world would cease to exist in 2020. It was the biggest dilemma of my life, to say the least. I knew I had to do something, so I told my father about my prediction. But that theater reject excuse for a great head of Atlas told me was... Go on. I'm listening. I see humanity ending every day. Don't waste my time with trivialities like this. Besides, you discovered this problem, my darling Xian. Don't you think you should be the one to solve it? And that was when it really hit me just how understaffed the Atlas Institute really was. Every person there had their hands full stopping some version of the end of the world that they had seen. While I'm at it, have a little bonus. Answer the third. The moment I made my decision. I know. I will go to the Wandering Sea. So I took the parts I was using to make Trismegistus II and used them to build Hermes instead. Then knocked on the Wandering Sea's front door. By doing so, I secured a safe haven for both myself and future collaborators. Two birds, one stone. And I was certain that no matter how things unfolded, Chaldea was going to get knocked out of commission. It would be too important for our unknown invader. There are pretty much two ways the world can end. Gradually and suddenly. Usually things would go gradually, progressing in stages until the lights go out, so to speak. There are leaders all around the world doing their best to identify those scenarios and keep them at bay. Meanwhile, the sudden types are more like traffic accidents, where everything happens all at once. Nothing much one can do, no matter how smart. For that sort of thing, race shifting was all we had to fight back. And what is happening right now with the world bleached white thanks to the invaders from outer space is no exception. Thus, anyone meticulous enough to put together a plan like this would never overlook Chaldea, seeing as you were the only ones capable of reshifting. I certainly would not. If I were trying to destroy Earth, Chaldea would be right at the top of my hit list. In fact, taking it out would be my opening move. Sorry, I should have kept that to myself. So, even though I had a base to fight back from, there still was not anything I could do on my own. I mean, I did not know who was attacking or how they would do it. So really, the only thing I could do was put my trust in you guys. If these invader things saw you as that big of a threat, I was sure you could prove there was a reason for that. I knew you would arrive and you would not give up, no matter how bad things got. So, knowing that you would fight back, my task got a lot simpler. I would make you a new base. I would create a second Chaldea for you and keep it ready and waiting. Okay. I don't know why. I mean, this is totally better than crashing every 5 seconds like it used to. But you know, I don't know. It's been going a little slow sometimes. That was really the only answer I could come up with at the time. And now, even though you had no idea about any of this, you made it here. And that is all I have. Thanks for listening. So you really have been waiting for us. Ah, stop. You're gonna make me blush. But thanks, Sean. This is probably where the last version of me would say you should have actually gotten in contact with us ahead of time, but... Are you crazy? I'm far too shy for that. Besides, if you tell people their future, you end up changing that future and having to come up with a whole new plan from scratch. Exactly. It would have taken time to recalculate, and we almost certainly did not have any to spare. So I decided this was the best course of action. Okay, that makes sense, but that still doesn't explain some things. Like, why are there no other mages from the Wandering Sea here? They avoided the big reset just like you did, right? Wait, what? So, why is it just you and Captain now? Oh. They did not think this blank Earth thing was their problem, just as my father did not. No, if anything, they were even worse. They honestly did not care if post-AD humanity lived or died. Right when this whole bleaching thing started and the cryptors were giving their victory speech, they said, "You're the ones who should do something about this cataclysm. We no longer care what happens to human civilization. We do understand the attackers' ideals, but regardless, we do not share them." Then they just up and left. But before they did, they also said You may invite the mages of Chaldea here if you wish. Feel free to use the Wandering Sea, but only in specified areas. But take care not to enter our workshop. We can't promise you'll survive the experience. Anyway, this place used to be the Wandering Sea's entrance, so it connects to a workshop devoted to bringing back several different ages of gods. Not that does as much good now, though, since it has that giant stone gate blocking it. I see. So the Wandering Sea's most prominent figures saw no value in post-AD humanity. So the Wandering Sea's most prominent figures saw no value in post-AD humanity. No matter. The Wandering Sea's magecraft is magecraft from the Age of Gods. There's no telling how powerful it is. We must find some way to open that stone gate and get them to help us. Mr. Gondolf? Don't be ridiculous, Holmes. You shouldn't even be looking at that gate, let alone touching it. Oh, God. It is as if the Academy principal is waiting for me just behind this gate. How can this be happening? That single gate feels as though it could shatter several lords at once. I don't know what he's on about, but he's certainly more terrified than I've ever seen him. So, it may be best if we leave that gate alone. The last thing we need right now is making more enemies. The first order of business is to get the shadow border repaired. As long as we have a working ship, we can leave the Wandering Sea behind whenever we want. I appreciate the offer, Xian, but I'll handle the border's repairs myself. We don't want to impose on... Hey, Da Vinci! I'm sorry, I tried to hide in the border like you told me to, but they still managed to find me. So much for our last bit of insurance. How did you screw up this time, blah 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 blah? How could you have found that room when I'm the only one who even knew it existed? Well, a bunch of them got in the border and they were really cute, so before I knew it, I was going over to say hello. Wait, no, it's not like that. See, I couldn't have them fiddling with the border and messing things up, so I decided to give them a piece of my mind. Sorry, you will have to forgive Captain fixing up ships. It's kind of his, thing. Anyway, why not hold off on those repairs until later, Da Vinci? After all, there's something else we need to do. Oh my god, my ear is hurting so bad. Something else? That's right. What you need is a new base and new rooms. Hell yeah. So that is what we are going to make right now. Your new Chaldea base. Hell yes, boys. Let's go. Oh my god, my ear. Ooh, intro 3-3. Damn. Hold on. More reading, boys. Let's go. Ooh. I'm afraid so. Skahascati has been defeated, and her tree of emptiness is gone, taking the Scandinavian lost spell with it. Tragically, Ophelia didn't make it either. Oh my god, don't even remind me. Dude, I cried so much. Fuck, dude, nah. Lost Spell 2 was so fucking good. Spare us the performance, Kayanskaya. It makes me detest you even more than Keldia. Oh my! You saw right through me! You saw right through me! How embarrassing. And here I was, going above and beyond to pay my respects to a fallen comrade by turning on the waterworks to go with the lip service. After all, Ophelia was one of my most important clients. That jewel rank Kamisakai of hers was a real beauty. Completely wasted on her, though. A textbook example of how one can have too much of a good thing. If she'd only agreed to let me have that eye before it got ruined, I would have done everything in my power to help her stay alive. I see. Well, then I suppose it wasn't a total loss. Just the thought alone of you in possession of that eye is enough to turn my stomach. Oh my god, sorry. I should really take my stomach medicine. My, Akuda. I'm surprised to see you're grieving over Ophelia's death, given what misanthrope you are. Is this one of those don't know what you got till it's gone things? Or were you always secretly fond of her? Not that it is any comfort to her either way. See, the thing about friendships between girls is they're all about supporting each other, just as long as there is also something in for them. It doesn't matter how much she might have disliked me. I was at least there for her once in a while. I actually tried to help her with her problems, but all you did was sit back and watch. So where do you get off, suddenly acting like she was so precious to you? You didn't do anything, so you don't get to say anything. Isn't that common sense in human society? Maybe you wouldn't have forgotten that if you hadn't shut yourself away all this time. How dare you talk to me like that, you dirty little fox? Alright, that's enough, girls. Save it for after we've all been wiped out, okay? Come on, Akuda, honey. You've worked so hard to keep your face as emotionless as possible. Don't let all that effort go to waste. I'm surprised to hear you being so straightforward too, Yanskaya. You usually play your cards much closer to the chest. I guess it just goes to show how much Ophelia's death really hurt the two of you. Oh, wonderful. I love seeing the men trying to act all cool and stoic, pretending like it doesn't bother them. Look at us, sharing our thoughts and feelings about the dearly departed. It's almost like a real funeral. Stop that. I don't have any words of condolence for her. I only came here to report on my lost spell. I've done that, so I'll be leaving now. Pepe, Kirshtaria, just to be clear, I want nothing at all to do with that fox woman. She's not good for anything but toppling nations. Don't you dare send her to my lost belt, not even by accident. damn. You can see the Kanyanskaya at the bottom there. Neat. Yeah, there she is. Damn, she really did just up and leave. Whatever happened to teamwork, huh? You sure about this? Widame? Kanyanskaya is not the only reason Akuda was pissed. She's furious at the loss of Russia and Scandinavia. If Kanyanskaya hadn't given her an easier target, she'd probably have taken her rage out on me. I can almost hear her berating me for being useless, and she'd have every right to. You know, now you mention it, I think somebody ought to. Why not me? I mean, sure, it's great. Wait. Wait. You know, now you mention it, I think somebody ought to. Why not me? I mean, sure, it's great you made it back here alive after Russia got taken out and all. You're one of us. But here's the question. Why are you still alive, Kadok? It was your servant who wrecked Caldia, right? They ought to hate you more than any of us. And here you are, without even a scratch. How the hell does that work? Are they seriously that freaking stupid? Or maybe you were thinking about changing sides? I need to figure out how to ban bots. Huh. It's kind of a relief to see you're still a complete asshole, Barrel. If I'd really gone over to Caldia, I'd still be stuck in the border trying to choke down that nasty prison slope they serve about now. Trust me, they don't have enough resources to keep anyone non-essential around. I'm just this pathetic loser who managed to escape death thanks to sheer dumb luck. At least for now. I see. A loser, huh? Barrel? I'm just busting your balls, Kadok. All I really care about is that you're still alive. Gotta say though, it's a real shame you and Ophelia had such shitty luck. But again, maybe it wasn't that so much as Caldia had good luck. They're certainly not getting by on actual skill. I really can't get my head around their idiot master still being alive. How the hell does a third-rate amateur like that keep walking away unscathed? He's gotta be either incredibly lucky or just getting carried. I've heard of flattery getting you everywhere, but this is nuts. Well, don't forget that his defenses are perfect. Mash is his servant after all. It only makes sense that a shielder would ensure her master is protected. Well. well. So Mash has been keeping him safe, huh? Oh, wait, I think... Well, so Mash has been keeping him safe, huh? Now I'm even more jealous. Imagine getting to play hero while hiding behind a piece of ass like that. Ugh. Can we kill Barrel? I want to kill Barrel. If we take Kanyanskaya's report at face value, then I have no choice but to agree. David, what do you think of the Master of Caldia? Good question. It's hard to believe he's made it this far. As a rule, people going off to war must bring a proven weapon. This isn't something they do to protect themselves, or even to accomplish their mission. They simply do it because they are incapable of moving forward without the assurance that they are able to fight. And yet the Master of Chaldea continues to fight while fully aware he has no weapon to call his own. He either has no sense of danger whatsoever or nothing. There's no other possible explanation. He's a total joke of a mage. Hell, he doesn't even really deserve to be called a mage. The only thing he can do is rely on Chaldea's mystic codes to convert his life energy into magical energy for his servants. And since there's no way to do that over a distance, he has to be as close as possible to his servants to manage even that much. He has no way of defending himself, and he's too stupid to command his servants from a safe zone like we can. So he's only got one choice, and that's standing on the front lines like a goddamn moron. And trust me, he's trying like hell to keep from pissing himself the whole time. Konyanskaya, let me make sure I have everything straight. You say Chaldea didn't defeat Ophelia, but rather that she sacrificed her life of her own accord. You also say that in order to stop Surtur, the fiery king of giants, the one hiding in the Scandinavian Lost Belt before he could trigger Ragnarok, she used her Sirius light and acted not as a cryptor, but simply as Ophelia. Exactly, Lord Exactly, Lord Kirishitaria. She abandoned her responsibilities as a cryptor. Damn, seriously? What a twist. Guess that means your ass got dumped to Udame. Man, she was so into you too. See, this is why I can't stand chicks. You just can't trust them. I don't like him. I confess. No, wait, hold on. I confess I am disappointed. An overestimation of her abilities. Scandinavia was a peaceful Lost Belt after all, that she could not control even such a place. Oh, that reminds me, Kirishitaria. I actually have a little question of my own. You knew about Surtur all along, right? And yet, you still entrusted Scandinavia to Ophelia. In fact, weren't you the one who told her to keep Surtur around? If so, something doesn't quite add up. Surtur was the natural enemy of Scandinavian Lost Belt, you know? Does that mean you left him there specifically so he would destroy it? Is that what the foreign god asked you to do? Yes, I did advise Ophelia to keep Surtur around. Given Skadi's nature, I thought it to be possible that she may sympathize with Chaldea. I suggested she keep Surtur around as sort of insurance against that eventually. Sadly, it seems even that was too much of a burden on her. I thought it would have turned out better. Now I see. So you were worried Ophelia wouldn't be able to handle it on her own. You always knew what a weakling she was, even as you kept telling her how much you trusted her. You're a devious one, aren't you, Lord Kirishitaria? In that case, I'm happy to forget the whole thing ever happened. I'll make sure not to mention this to the foreign god. Or the other alter egos, of course. I appreciate your faith in me, Konyanskaya. Though, I always find it worrying whenever you add in bounces like that. Konyanskaya, you said you lost track of Chaldea around the North Sea? I suppose they could have escaped with zero sail. But given their lack of resources, I can't imagine they would be willing to do so for long. In which case, they must have reached to the Wandering Sea. How troublesome. That was the one place the foreign god couldn't touch, or the place the foreign god felt no need to bother with. At any rate, and since the mages of Wandering Sea have no interest in the future of modern mankind, we assumed they wouldn't interfere with our plans. But perhaps our decision to ignore them was a mistake. Huh? Not even the foreign god could do anything about them. Evidently not, since they clearly avoided being erased. The Wandering Sea is an island unto itself, both part of us and separate from the rest of the world. You can't take an eraser to something that already doesn't exist. Anyway, this puts us in a pretty pickle. I have no idea how we'd find them now. How about you, Konyanskaya? You can travel between lost belts at will. Can you track them down? I am afraid not. I may possess an independent manifestation, but I can't sneak into the Wandering Sea without knowing exactly where it is. That makes sense. Then I guess we'll just have to forget about Chaldea for now. Focus on our own lost belts and... Not happening, Peperoncino. Between Karak and Ophelia, they've already taken out 2 of us. We can't ignore this Chaldean remnant any longer. We need to crush them quickly. Right, Widame? There's no reason to keep eyesores like them alive any longer than we have to, is there? Go on. Anytime now. Oh, come on, don't tell me you're siding with Pepe on this. You're going to let them get away. You're going to let them get away with this? Then again, I guess you're already pretty much set, aren't you? No one could ever hope to cross that sea of yours after all. All you've got to worry about is which bottle of champagne you're gonna open after you win by default. And the sound went out, and the game stopped. Are you gonna come back, or am I gonna have to close the app? I think I'm gonna have to close the app. Hold on. We'll be right back. But for us commoners, this is a matter of life and death. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wonder how much more there is to this. Pretty long so far. Jurugameshu. I'm a little bit hungry. I might just take a little snack, if you guys don't mind. A little quick snack. Hold on. Some peanuts. Gotta love them. Gotta love those nuts, am I right? Bro, imagine if we were still before the update where I would have to, like, go through the entire thing again. That would suck. That would really suck. But for us, commoners, mere commoners, this is a matter of life and death. Anytime now. Anytime. Damn, dude. Isn't that right, David? How am I supposed to enjoy my manhunts when I know Chaldea could stab me in the back at any time? Come on, Kanyanskaya. This is your jurisdiction here. I mean, there's three of us. There's three of you alter egos. Wait, what? There's another two of her? God damn, why is it so slow? I mean, there's three of you alter egos, so can't you figure out a way to take care of them as part of your job? Oh, great disciple of the foreign god. Let me think. Rasputin's team is out fighting a group of proper human history servants in the Grecian seas right now. And I don't know what it is that creepy Onmuji loves about India so much, but he refuses to budge from there, so I guess I have to handle this one myself, even though it's not in my contract. So, you want me to get rid of... I guess I'll have to handle this one myself, even though it's not on my contract. So, you want me to get rid of those pesky Chaldeans for you? Oh, alright. Just like that, huh? Can you really pull it off? I mean, I thought you just said you couldn't sneak into the Wandering Sea. Oh, don't worry about that. We pros have our ways. That said, eliminating all of them is going to be one expensive job. I doubt you could afford it. So I trust you won't mind if I take a more cost-effective measure. Oh, what did you have in mind? The important thing is to neutralize the threat Caldia poses, right? It won't be a problem. They only have one master to spare after all. So, you just sit tight while I go assassinate him before anyone even notices I'm there. Gee, dude. Damn. Looks like Koyanskaya is wrapped away again. You really think she went to the Wandering Sea? Considering that neither the foreign god nor the disciples have been able to locate it, I have difficulty imagining even Koyanskaya will be able to infiltrate it anytime soon. Though, knowing her as I do, I expect she must have some sort of plan to reach her destination. Shit, she can actually warp to the Wandering Sea? And I was just screwing with her. Guess it really it doesn't ever hurt to ask. But also, where can I get that kind of warping juju? 'Cause hot damn. Anyway, I know she'll make good on her word. I also like her pick of going the assassination route. Guess I'd better make sure I stay on her good side from now on. Dude. Yeah, thanks. Damn. I don't know how. I mean, I know why. I know why they send messages here, because like, oh yeah, look, let's scam that small streamer, but bruh, I don't know. Kinda sucks. That way, I know I'll have to take it out of my lost belt if everything goes to shit. Why so pessimistic about it? Is your lost belt really that horrid? Huh? Let's just say it's all going to play, right? Wouldn't I? Oops, I've said too much. Time to go. Later, Karak. You enjoy that Greek nightlife since you've got nothing to do but live it up. Oh, and save me a few drinks. If I screw up too, we can have a loser's night out on the town. As if he wasn't treating me like a traitor just a few minutes ago. The worst part is, he meant it. Whatever, this meeting's done, so I'm heading out too. Besides, I only just got to this Greek lost belt. You said there's a few different pulleys here, right? I'm gonna go check them out while I heal up. Damn. Teehee, I'm glad to see Kadok is doing so well. He's still as angsty as ever. Of course, he is so much more brazen now than he used to be. It's wonderful. Anyway, I think I'll be going now too. Kurishitaria, David? This may not be my place to ask, but aren't you two at all sad about Ophelia's death? Good question. I can't say I've spent much time giving Ophelia any real thought from the beginning. But for what it's worth, I do feel her loss. Bruh, Ophelia was the nicest bad guy so far. Holy crap. I see. Looks like I'll be the only one bringing flowers to her figurative grave then. But that's okay. Flowers are the one thing my Lost Belts has plenty of. It might not line up with her beliefs, but I can still hold my own little funeral for her. I'll be sure to add some flowers for you too, Koresh, Taria, since I've not seen you so much as a mile since you sat in that chair. Damn. You're what the fuck is that word? Indefatigable positivity never ceases to impress me, Pepe. I'm lucky to have you around. But you needn't concern yourself with me. Losing the Scandinavian Lost Belt is no more than a minor setback. That we no longer have Surtur as a failsafe if things take a turn for the worse was a strategic loss. However, still, if there is anything I regret, Ophelia, we only knew each other for a few years, but I knew you were a kind and gentle woman at heart. Did you see me as some sort of great figure? I will strive to live up to that. I will end proper human history in order to write a new one and build a new truth in its wake. You may try to resist, members of Chaldea, but in the end, it is we cryptors who will prevail. Ooh! Wow! How much more story do we have? I hope we could at least get to the Lost Belt before the end of this, right? 2 weeks after docking at the Wandering Sea. This Shota looks so out of place, actually. He looks so out of place. What the fuck? Dude, it looks exactly like Chaldea. Oh, I mean, Sora. As you can see, I did my best to recreate Chaldea right here in the Wandering Sea. I call it the Wandering Sea Chaldea base. Go on, everyone. I believe a round of applause is in order. Good job. Congratulations. This is amazing, Senpai. I can't believe Shion and Captain built all this in just 2 weeks. Indeed, this is quite the contribution to our cause. But then, I suppose this is what the Atlas Institute's brightest can do. I say, you there. You didn't forget about my director's office, did you? The one I ordered with a private bathroom. Wait, you are the director? Yes, that's right. I am the captain of this ship, so to speak. I asked for 3 things. A gorgeous director's office, a stylish operations room, and a German-style kitchen. This command room should suffice for operations, and I already verified that the kitchen is up to snuff, but I haven't seen my director's office anywhere. I presume you took my importance and safety into consideration and made it a secure hidden room? That sort of initiative goes a long way with me. You will have to have a lot to look forward to when it comes to your starting salary now that you're in my employ. Crap, I used an empty warehouse for that. I see. So you used an empty warehouse for my office entrance, eh? I could commend you for arranging such an elaborate disguise. But I must say, passing through a warehouse whenever I enter or leave my room sounds like a bother. Tell me, Captain, how would you feel if that were your quarters? Alright, you've convinced me. Anything worth doing's worth doing right. Sean, I'm heading out on another job. I have to make sure everything's perfect. I guess our first servant summoning with Chaldea Spirit of Origin graph will have to wait then. Ricardo, Mash, Sir Gordolf, staff members. And of course the two servants Da Vinci and Sir Holmes. Let me first congratulate you on a job well done with all you have accomplished these past 2 weeks. As you saw when you first got here, the Wandering Sea is not exactly the most accommodating place. But that all changes today. From now on, you will each have your own private rooms, no more sharing one big communal space. We also have a cafeteria now, which should be serving proper food starting tomorrow. I have been living on supplements and artificial blood for a long time now, so building a cafeteria was a novel experience for me. Now then, I think it is time for the first Chaldea Atlas Joint Strategy meeting. Oh, but first, do you know what the Atlas Institute is, or would you like a refresh? I think I'm good, thank you. We don't want to extend it too much. May I say something before we begin deliberations, Miss Shion? Apart from the fact that you are a survivor of the Atlas Institute, we still know very little about you. For example, what is your motive here? Why are you helping us? Why? I'm not sure how to answer that. I mean, when you are faced with a problem, you work to solve it, right? And as far as this particular problem goes, you people of Chaldea are essential to the solution. You're back? Did you finish producing the clock tower? Alright. Understandable. Those are boring. And as far as this particular problem goes, you people of Chaldea are essential to the solution. I thought that was why we decided to join forces and become friends. Wait, does this mean I was the only one who thought that? Yeah, that's basically all you missed. Yeah. Yeah, of course we're friends. I mean, I just met you like 5 seconds ago, but yeah. Technically it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks, but shut up. We are? Great, then we can get down to business. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. My apologies. I let my cautious nature get the better of me. I should have remembered that the Atlas and alchemists are not motivated by personal gain. No, not yet. Not yet. I'll be looking forward to it, though, now that you mentioned it. Their sole desire has always been solving problems. I do beg your pardon, Miss Shion. Please rest assured that I am delighted to have gained such a capable ally. Right then, shall we get down to business? To the Huns. I went ahead and skimmed through your logs from the day Chaldea was attacked until you ended up here. December 31st, 2019. Chaldea is attacked and frozen solid. That same day, 7 pillars of light are seen streaking down from the sky, and Kirishitaria Udame broadcasts his victory speech. Kirishitaria used to be a master from Team A, the linchpin of Chaldea's rate shift experiment. But now he refers to the new group he belongs to as the Cryptors. Given that Team A was found to be missing during the operation to unfreeze them before Chaldea was attacked, we can assume that the Cryptors Kirishitaria refers to are the other Team A members. As for all of you, you undertook a zero sail in the Shadow Border in order to escape the Oprichniki. Although you only spent a week inside Void Space, 3 months had passed when you emerged into Standard Space. To do so, the Border had to rely on your sole connection to Standard Space at that time, the Oprichniki. This led you to the Russian Lost Belt, a frigid alternate history inhabited by the Yaga. As you attempted to gather more information about your situation, you ended up facing off with Ivan the Terrible, the king of the Russian Lost Belt. You then managed to cut down the Orochi, the tree of emptiness that had taken root there. I am still working on what these trees actually are. But based on the data about its internal gravitational field recorded during that battle, I think we can make an educated guess. Once the tree was cut down, the storm it had been generating disappeared, and you were finally able to pick up my broadcast from the Wandering Sea. From there, you decided to make a beeline for the North Sea. But on the way, you ran into another obstacle. The Scandinavian Lost Belt, a history stuck in perpetual twilight after Ragnarok went awry. When I first saw you had lost the paper moon, I might have maybe screamed a little bit, and it was very unbecoming of an Eltnam, so you can imagine my relief when I found out you recovered it. You then went on to face Kaha Skadi, the king of the Scandinavian Lost Belt, and were able to cut down the Tree of Emptiness Sombrero, an impressive track record. After that, a battered and damaged shadow border finally arrived at North Sea and made its way inside the Wandering Sea. And now here we are. Did I get all that right? Do you have logs other than the ones on the border? Comedy genius, dude. Silverwolf, can you give me, can you help me give Bola a medal? King of comedy. Wow. Hilarious. 10 million IQ, hell yeah. Yeah, that's alright. No, he's just he's just being a comedy lord. Experienced. So you have been inside 2 of the Lost Belts now, and experienced their differences from proper human history for yourselves. Those Lost Belts are dead-end timelines that were pruned away by human history itself once they were deemed unworthy of being allowed to continue. For example, the Russian Lost Belt from proper human history in the year 1570 AD. AD 1570. And it seems that each Lost Belt to appear on Earth has continued from this point on of historical divergence onto the present day. However, just because a Lost Belt may have diverged from further back in the past does not necessarily mean it's stronger. Wendy's, bro. I've never had Taco Bell, but I Wendy's is some good shit. All right, I love me some Wendy's. It's been, holy fuck. Now that I think about it, it's been like over 5 years since I've been to a Wendy's, because we don't have Wendy's here in Brazil. We don't have Wendy's here. The last time I ate it was like. It was like about 5 or 6. I think we're getting to like 6 years ago. I was in Malaysia. Damn, it's so weird to think about. However, just because Lost Belts may have diverged from further back in the past does not necessarily mean it is stronger. A Lost Belt's strength, or threat really, is not so much a matter of its age, but how much it differs from proper human history. Bro, I can't even be proud of saying Brazil gang, honestly. I would, but nah. The Yaga may have been physically different from mankind, but their lifestyle and culture were still carried over from proper human history. By contrast, the people in Scandinavia may have led peaceful lives, but their society was essentially being kept on life support. So, okay, hold on. Given what we know from those two, I decided to come up with a metric we could use to rank and compare the Lost Belts. I call it their Lost Belt depth. The greater the Lost Belt depth, the more strongly it refutes proper human history. Yeah, so what was the Lost Belt depth for the 2 we've seen so far? Go on. Yeah, no. Yeah, no one cares. No one cares. We don't exist. The only time people remember about Brazil is when the World Cup is on, you know? Like, aside from that, we just no one even notices us. We're that weird kid in the corner of the class, you know? I went ahead and assigned it permanently. Literally, Brazil has such a big FGO player base. It's like the second biggest one after America, but the Lightworks is just like, yeah, no, we're not gonna make the game available in your country. It just doesn't exist. You guys don't exist. Lord, Greece's Lost Belt depth, goddamn Mecca, what the? Yes, Greek Meccas, hell yeah. Hey, look, there's a Latin American Lost Belt. They do know our existence. Can't wait for that Pele Archer servant to come out. That would be cool. As you can see, there are 3 Lost Belts in Europe, 2 in Asia, 1 in South America, and 1 in the middle of the Atlantic. That Lost Belt is the only place on Earth that still has an ocean from before the world was reset. Wait, cut. Scratch that. I forgot about Wandering Sea. We still have oceans too, obviously. Never mind that. Did you say... never mind that. Did you say Atlantic? Atlantis, hell yeah. There can't possibly be a I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. Is it... I know a really big spoiler, but I don't know if it's what you're talking about. But I know a pretty big spoiler about a character that comes back. Is that what you're talking about? There can't possibly be a Lost Belt in the middle of the Atlantic. There's never been any inhabitants in the middle of the ocean in all recorded history. Well, there are now. Type? Nah, don't type it. Don't type it. Let's. I don't want anyone to get. I mean. Sure. Nah, don't say it, because it might be... No, I don't think I've told you. Well, there are now. In fact, that Atlantic Lost Belt is our ultimate objective. That is the one spreading its tree of emptiness branches all throughout Earth's atmosphere. And I have a good cause to believe it is where we will find Cryptor's leader, Criscitario Woodame. An Atlantic Lost Belt. Huh. In that case... I don't know if you're talking... I might know it. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, though. Oh. An Atlantic Lost Belt. In that case, there's only one place I can imagine it could be. Do you think it's really possible, Holmes? This sort of thing is your forte, isn't it? I can't speak with complete certainty. But if what you are thinking is correct, we will certainly have our work cut out for us. Whatever. For one thing, we have no means of getting there, as the border is simply incapable of making such a long sea voyage. But there is another more immediate difficulty. If there truly is a civilization in the Atlantic, it will be much, much older than any of the 4 greater civilizations. It will have existed since prehistoric days. A robust, stable world that will have had all over 12,000 years to develop. Come on now, man! Don't wimp out on me. Whatever. If this Lost Belt is the greatest immediate threat to us, not to mention Woodimus' home base, it is our duty to take the fight to him. The other Lost Belts can wait. We should be on our way to the Atlantic even as we speak. I recommend that course of action as well. Unlike Russia and Scandinavia, the storm walls bordering the Lost Belts in China and India are not expanding, so there should be no danger in leaving them be for a while. So why is the China one the one we're gonna do now? As for the lost belts in Britain and South America, 2 words. Crystal spider. Okay, no, I don't know it. I don't know what you're talking about. Crystal spider in South America. Yeah, okay, no, I don't, I have no idea. Crystal spider. Trismegistus calculates an extremely high probability that they will both self-destruct if left to their own devices. If India and China are gonna get destroyed if left to their own devices, why are we going for them next? Those are the next 2 ones, right? I have not been able to get a proper reading on the British Lost Belt's depth. I'm so excited for Camelot again, man. Camelot was so good in the first chapter, in Singularity stuff. But that is just another sign that it is forfeit for this world. I have been able to confirm that it's going on in there, but compared to proper human history and the foundation of humanity, it is pretty clear that humanity in there is on the verge of collapse. So it is reasonable to assume that mankind in the British Lost Belt will go extinct within the span of months rather than years. Though, I do wonder why the British Lost Belt is the only one surrounded by a wall of light rather than storms. Ooh, wait! Fucking Rongo Miriado. Wasn't it the Pillar of Light, the Tower of Light, or something like that? Could it be like total speculation? Could it be like if it would be interesting? It would be so fucking interesting if it would be like, oh, what would have happened if we had lost in the Lost Belt Singularity? That would be cool. That would be cool. We saw that on the border too, and came to the conclusion that it would be best for us to stay away from the British Isles. Last is the South American Lost Belt. While it appears to have a very high value to its Lost Belt depth, I cannot seem to get any clear information. So I can only conclude that its civilization is just about dead and gone. And that in turn means that even among all these bizarre histories, it is exceptional, and thus not one we need to concern ourselves with as far as fighting with the others for dominance. So in short, your next destination is the Atlantic. To that end, we will be making some extensive modifications to the border, and by we, I mean Da Vinci with me assisting. However, since it will take us at least a month to finish, I would like to invite the rest of you to enjoy a bit of rest and relaxation here in the meantime. That goes double for you, Sir Gordolph and Ricardo. Once we get our operation running, you two will be on the front lines, so you should take advantage of the rest while you can. You will need to get all the rest you can before the final battle in the Atlantic. Don't tell me twice. As a commander of this outfit, I hardly expect to be on the front line, but you are right about me having been under considerable stress. Indeed, now would seem to be an excellent time to recuperate. I must say, I had heard that every mage in the Atlas Institute was a cranky old misanthrope, but you've turned out to be a most considerate young lady. It would be the height of rudeness to turn down such a kind offer. Now then, I think I will begin with a nice hot shower in my wonderful new office. Things are finally looking up for old Gorgondorf. We'll have the world saved in no time. Sure. Why don't you go rest too, senpai? I know I can't wait to see what our new rooms are like. Let's go check them out. Yep. Hell yeah. I really hope that now the events like take place between actually take place between the lost belts. That would be nice, and not on the past. Man, I'm kinda jealous, but if anyone deserves some free time, it's those two. Anyway, how about this, Xian? Are we going to keep going with the meeting? I should warn you, even you might have a hard time modifying the border. Good point. Your designs appear to all be similar to magecraft from the Middle Ages, while mine are based on cutting-edge alchemy. We could well end up giving incompatible design philosophies. But never mind that. Truthfully, I am much more interested in that exoskeleton. I think you called it the Ortonax? Mesh's own spirit origin tuning is perfect, but the Ortonax still has a long way to go. I imagine it is pretty difficult. Most events are non-canon. Really? Aw. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes sense. I like to believe they are, though. I don't know. Imagine it is pretty difficult for a mage to fight in that. Am I wrong? Well, yeah, I had to build a lot of the Ortonax from spare parts for the border that I just had lying around. So of course it's not perfect. So what did you want to mess with? You know there is no way to restore her old defensive power, right? Give her a big fucking bazooka, that's what. That's what I've seen on trailers, at least. Of course, we could not possibly recreate Galahad's gift with Earth as it is now. So instead, I was hoping you might let me tinker with the bunker bolt mechanism. I mean, it does not have to be right this second. But I have something in particular I would like to add to it before we get to the Atlantic. Before I got pulled onto Trismegistus development, I was working on conceptual weapon related to one's natural longevity. It's just like being back at Chaldea. Fofo. I know, some of the details are a little different, but it's still an amazing recreation of Chaldea's rooms. Xian and Captain really outdid themselves. Why don't you go check out your room, Mash? Oh, yes, good idea. I was so happy I forgot all about that. Okay, I'll go take a look at the room they gave me right now. We're all done with work for the day, so there's no reason not to relax and enjoy yourself now. Good night, Senpai. I'll see you tomorrow morning for breakfast in the new cafeteria. I just went straight to sleep. Oh man, once I let myself relax, it felt like my exhaustion hit all at once. Foe? Sleep. Sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep. One in the morning. Come to think of it, I didn't have any dinner. Whose tummy growls from thirst? What the fuck? Yeah, they said the cafeteria should be ready by now. I can't believe this, the nerve of that Atlas Gerald. Not only did he not have my director's office ready, he had the gall to tell me to use it as sleeping bag at the dock until it was done. Some captain he isn't. No doubt he's some pirate scum of a heroic spirit, if he thinks he can treat me like... No, this won't do. I can't lose my temper like this. Get a hold of yourself, be elegant. Breathe from the diaphragm, just like Tool taught you. Captain may try to hide it, but his dignity is unmistakable. No pirate could fake that. But then, who could he really be? I just can't tell. If only I could ask him myself. But I can't do that. A commander must maintain a certain dignity. Why can't he just accept that we're allies now and tell us his true name already? Well, I'd better make myself comfortable since I'll be sleeping in the night here, and then spending the night here again. Meanwhile, Kawata, Octavia, Tomlin, Chin, Cayenne, Elron, Marcus, Kirilite, Ricardo. I see he had no problem remembering to make rooms for all my staff. Well, they may have their cushy beds, but there's one thing I've got that they don't. Midnight snack time. Now then, I think I'll go break in the new kitchen. Is this the cake moment that you were talking about? Is this it? Yep. Do you often raid the kitchen like this, director? I'm not raiding anything. I'm merely having my midnight tea time. You're sharper than you look, aren't you? I've never imagined anyone besides me would try to get a jump on the kitchen. Still, I do commend your taste. I presume you were lured here by the sweet scent of butter. Oh, very well then. I've already had my fill. Here, you can have the other half. There's some leftover tea as well if you want. That would be great, thank you. Is it just me or is it a little tense, the atmosphere? I don't know. Oh, no, okay. Oh, by the way, is everything alright with you? And with the demi-servant girl, for that matter. Never mind. I can see you must have woken up in the middle of the night despite being utterly exhausted. That could only mean you've been unable to relax your mind amid all that has happened. Well, I can hardly blame you. This must have been an arduous journey for a young man with no military experience. Once you've had some cake and a nice hot cup of tea, you should have no trouble drifting right off. Go back to your room once you finish that, and you'll see how right I am. And of course, I trust that you will join me in pretending none of this happened tomorrow morning. Now that you've eaten the other half of the cake I found here, that makes you my accomplice after all. What do you mean? Bro, what do you mean? Is it illegal to eat during the night or what? Exactly what I said, of course. I found this cake here with a note that said for Ricardo. Don't bother making excuses. Your friends baked it as part of a master welcome party they'll be throwing tomorrow morning, didn't they? Gordolf. What the fuck? Some nerve you lot have, throwing a party and not inviting me. I admit I was pretty steamed when I saw this cake with your name on it, but I could calm down quickly and decided to do the kind thing and taste it for you. Of course. Of course. Before I knew it, I'd eaten half of the thing. In fact, I was just appreciating how delightful, sweet, its scream was when you found me. Now then, are you all finished? Haha, good, good. This makes us partners in crime. Director, you look kinda pale. Huh? Hold on, you mean you didn't know about this cake? Then who made it? And more importantly, is it just me or are we both looking off color? I also can't help but notice that I'm feeling rather cold and dizzy all of a sudden. What the fuck did you do? No, what is happening? No, don't skip. Where is the skip thing on this? Wait, hold on. Oh god, it's Kanya. She poisoned the cake, didn't she? Fuck. Get back before you get hurt. There's a real nasty woman over there. Captain? This way, Director. Shit. Well, this is an unpleasant surprise. I never thought a grown man would stoop to stealing food meant for a child. In fact, you shocked me so much that I lost control of my presence concealment. It seems the one thing you excel at is getting in other people's way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Excellency? Fuck, I knew it. She poisoned the cake, didn't she? Ah, fuck, dude. Tamamovich Koyanskaya? Impossible. How did you get into the Wandering Sea? Yeah, run me by that name again? Trade secret? This was a special trick I'm afraid I could only do once. And now, you've gone and ruined it, Your Excellency. There was only enough poison in that cake for one person. Half a portion means half the effect. I can't believe my plan to poison him without leaving behind any evidence was backfired so spectacular. Bruh. For once, fucking Gordolf being a fat ass was helped us in some way. Poison, don't be absurd. I gave it a thorough taste test to ensure it was safe. Between the buttery scent, the buttery taste, and the creamy light texture, it was a perfectly gourmet cake. If it had truly been poisoned, I would have spit it out on the first bite. I accounted for that, of course. I made sure to use just enough that not even a mage would notice. I even went to the trouble of mixing it into a delectable cake instead of plain old water, just to be doubly certain. Well, what's done is done. And since it looks like everyone else is on their way here now, I think I'll take my leave before things turn violent. I'm sure you'll have no trouble figuring out what the poison was with Sherlock and Da Vinci here, but that's all you'll be able to do. If you want to actually neutralize the poison, well, you'll have no choice but to fight your little friends to the death again. And what should be quite entertaining in its own right. Wait, what? Damn it, she's warping away. What are you waiting for, you fool? Hurry up and catch her before she... It's no use. She's already gone. Never mind her now. We need to get you two to the infirmary. Jean, we've got an emergency. Take Da Vinci and meet us inside the border. I'll do my best to cleanse the poison from them in the meantime. Damn, dude. I'm back. Senpai, are you okay? What did the test say? Calm yourself, Miss Kirillite. I'll get to that. It's been half a day since Konyanskaya infiltrated our new base. We've done everything we can to treat Ricardo and Mr. Gordov. Bluntly, Mr. Gordov has at most 10 days left to live. Yes! As for Ricardo, this is rather difficult for me to say, but... difficult as this is to say, he's essentially fine. The poison remains in his system, but it will have no more effect than a bad cold. A cold? Cold? Even though it's fatal for Director Gordov? That can't be right. We both ingested the same amount of poison. Yes, but thanks to his contract with Miss Kirillite, Mr. Ricardo has a rather potent resistance to poison. Plot armor, hell yeah, baby! If that contract were to be broken, he would most likely be dead in an hour. Yatta, Mash to the rescue again. Well, of course I'm honored to be helpful, but don't we still have to do something to help Miss Director Gordov? Nope, don't think so. Damn straight you do. What are you waiting for? I know you can figure out an antidote. They say genius recognizes genius, right? And you're two of the greatest geniuses in human history. Then put all that genius to work and help me already. I'm terribly sorry, but for once there's nothing we can do. Yes, yes! We analyzed Konyanskaya's poison, and I'm afraid she's chosen some, frankly, troublesome ingredients. Its base sequence does not exist on Earth 2020. As such, there is no way for humanity in its current state to reproduce it. Which also means it is impossible to formulate an antidote. Anyways, moving on. Its base sequence doesn't exist on Earth 2020. Ghost Shion. Hi. How's it going? Anyway. Go on. You can speak, it's alright. So, Trismegistus 2 is telling us, yeah. Wait, what? We did determine that the poison they ingested is some sort of natural substance, but we have had no success determining what plant it was extracted from. All we know is its name is Shan. Check Discord. Okay. Shan Shui Ning Mai, or Immortal Decline. Okay, so we're going to India to get the cure, bro. But we don't. First of all, and we don't. You guys said that we don't need to go to China because it's gonna take care of itself. And second, it's Gordolf, dude. Who cares? And the fact that it was used as a number of times in the past. I can tell you that its name is likely a Taoist origin, considering all its references to immortality, and that the plant it comes from is medicinal, but unfortunately that is all. If it doesn't exist on Earth 2020, then this can't be happening. Then my chances for receiving an antidote are 0. Not to worry. That's what you've got me for. We may not be able to reproduce the poison just yet, but since we know it is of Taoist origin, it most likely comes from China. So our next step is clear. Just because it's gone in the modern era doesn't mean we're out of options. After all, we've got a whole different China we know nothing about, just waiting to be explored. A China that followed a completely different path than the one in proper human history. So I am absolutely, completely certain that we will find an antidote to the poison in the Chinese Lost Belt. Even if we don't, we can learn what it's made from by studying the local ley lines. As luck would have it, I have managed to summon the perfect guide for us. Who? Come on in. This is a monumentous occasion. The very first helper was resummoned with Chaldea's spirit origin graph. Faster than the wind, cutter than fire, this lotus spirit's charms even melted the heart of Tai Yi. That's right, it's the artificial Bao. Is Neza? Oh shit, Bao Bei made in ancient China, the marshal of the central altar, Crown Prince Nesha. Hell yeah, Nesha. Hell yeah. Been a while. Da Vinci, that intro, it is wasted on me. It's embarrassing. But I am honored to be the first resummoned. Ni hao. Happy day. Ricardo, Mash, I have heard what happened. You did so well surviving that. I will help you. From now on, I will work 3 times harder to make up for lost time. Thank you, Nessa. I don't know how to read her dialogue, honestly. That's wonderful. Da Vinci, you beautiful goddess. I knew glasses suited you. We got a lolicon on our hands, boys. Call someone call FBI. Hell yeah. Then you'll go to the Chinese Lost Belt to save me? Fantastic. The Atlantic Lost Belt can wait. Besides, we need to deal with all of the cryptos sooner or later. Prepare to go immediately, everyone. We're invading the Chinese Lost Belt to take back proper human history. Next Lost Belt. No, I understand how you feel, Master. But Director Gordolf's life is at stake. That is exactly why we should ignore it. This is exactly why we should not go to China. We have to deal with all of the Lost Belts, no matter what may be awaiting for us in them. After all, we're not wanderers. and have our own world with our own history. I know. Alright, I understand. I have no objections. This should be a good learning experience. Besides, you are still technically poisoned yourself, Ricardo. Just because it's not affecting you right now does not necessarily mean it will not later. We really should neutralize it. Wonderful. This is tremendously promising. What are we waiting for? Let's get the border ready to... Not so fast. There's something else we need to clear up first. No, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. How did Koyanskaya enter the Wandering Sea? We need to understand that so we know it can't happen again. It should be impossible to warp into the Wandering Sea from the outside, since it's impossible to see and its coordinates are always changing. And yet she popped inside like it was nothing, which means there must have been something she was able to see to use as an anchor. Just to clear up my doubts, Miss Shion, I don't suppose Koyanskaya was originally from the Wandering Sea. Or perhaps she had visited here at last once before? No chance, this was definitely her first time here. Then that leaves only one possibility. One of us summoned her. Ooh, or rather, more precisely, one of us possesses something with some connection to her. Gordolf. Definitely Gordolf, right? It's gotta be Gordolf. Something connected to her. What do you think it could be? For this, I doubt it's anything related to magecraft. Could be as simple as a pair of gloves or a hairbrush. Whatever it is, I'm guessing it's something small that contains a fragment of Koyanskaya herself. Director Gordolf, is something wrong? Of course! Of course! Of course it's him. I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I appreciate your kindness, really. But I've been hurt too many times in the past. I can't just bring myself to trust anyone else again. Even though I want to... Oh, God. Yes, of course. I understand completely, darling. Rest assured, I am a patient man. I can wait as long as I must to melt the ice around your heart. In the meantime, you may use my connections as you see fit. I am not known as the Musik, the Phoenix, for nothing, after all. My passion is as hot and sultry as my namesake. I swear to you that one day my undying love will find the perfect mink coat to warm your frozen heart. Why aren't you saying anything? Forgive me, Your Excellency. I was just so touched by what you said. Here, Your Excellency, I want you to have this lipstick. Pretend it's me. Keep it close to your heart where no one can ever see it. I know how awful I can be, so I'm afraid I may end up disappointing you over and over and over. Over and over. But please remember this. If you swear to hold on to that lipstick forever and ever, I promise you that one day I will return to you, no matter what fate may have in store. Yes, of course I'll remember. I have faith in you, Koyanskaya. I always will. Foe? He just started bawling. Why you stupid thing. So it turns out it was actually Gordy's fault. Who would have thought? Oh my god. Farewell lipstick, farewell set, fond memories. At any rate, that's one problem taken care of. We've finished investigating the base and removed all traces of Konyanskaya or anything she left behind. We should no longer have to worry about unexpected visits from her in the future. Correct, Miss Shion? Yeah, she had one shot at taking you out and she blew it. I would venture a guess that she is none too pleased right now, but you know what they say, what goes around... sorry. Oh jeez. What goes around comes around. Oh, I don't have time to feel sorry for myself, Holmes, Da Vinci. As I was saying, we need to leave for the Chinese Lost Belt immediately. I trust the border is ready. We only have 10 days to find this plant, and we can't waste a single minute. Come to think of it, are you sure we'll make it in time? I'm not already done for, am I? Don't worry, I have a thought about that. I just need to run it by Xian. Xian, you designed the paper moon. Do you think it would be possible to zero sail from here all the way to the Chinese Lost Belt border? Especially since I'm guessing Captain there is actually... Shut it, Da Vinci. I can't stand having other people share my secrets. Of course I'll keep my mouth shut. As long as you'll help us out, that's all that matters. In my estimation, a zero sail should let us jump from the Wandering Sea straight to China. We'd still have to worry about getting inside from there, of course, but I figure the actual trip to the Lost Belt would make less than a day. What do you think, Xian? Am I totally off base? Nope, all sounds right to me, Da Vinci. No wonder you are Chaldea's, or rather, humanity's guardian. I would have suggested the same thing. You were just quicker about it. The Atlas Institute will be glad to get you to the Chinese Lost Belt, right, Captain? I'm not part of the Atlas Institute, but I suppose I can help. I'll have you to the Chinese Lost Belt in less than half a day. After that, it's all up to you guys, Ricardo. Right. Foe. Guess we all agree then. Okay, everyone, get ready to head out. I estimate you should have room in the border to fit supplies for about 15 days. I will open up the Wandering Seas dock in an hour, so please make sure you're all set by then. Your next destination is the Chinese Lost Belt. Your objective is to obtain some Xian Shui Ming Mai. Investigate the Lost Belt and completely cure your 2 poisoned personnel. Oh, and for the bonus round, you can defeat the Lost Belt's king, cut down the Tree of Emptiness, and take out the Cryptor. I know you are working against the clock as well as any hostiles you encounter, but try to stay calm. At this point, any differences the Atlas Institute or the Wandering Sea may have no longer matter. From this point on, I hereby dub the Wandering Sea Chaldea number 2, Novum Chaldea. As Trismegistus is 2's caretaker, I will do everything I can do to support you. Alright then. It is time to get this order to explore and decipher Lost Belt number 3 underway. Good luck with everything. I will see you all when you get back. Hell yes. Is there more? Or are we done? Well, I mean, we got a sync word, so I guess this is it. Ooh. There's no time to waste. The party heads to the Chinese lost belt to search for an antidote. We're done. Okay. So this was just the intro. So it didn't actually start the lost belt. When does it come out though? This is the pre-release campaign. Oh yeah, let me check Discord. Hold on. Would you like some cake, Master? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? The gang destroys China? Hell yeah. God damn it, Gordolf. Lost belt number 3. So this is the intro, yeah. Okay, I did these, I think, already. Okay, so this is the login. Okay, yeah, main quest would be. When do we get when does the lost belt come out though? When does the actual lost belt come out? The article for more details. Ahead of main quest number 3, the Crimson Beauty Under the Moon, the prologue will be available. Okay, yeah. Unlocked by clearing chapter 2. Yeah. So, do we just not have the release date yet? That kinda sucks. That's kinda shit. Oh well. I guess this is it then. This is it for this stream. Didn't get actually any gameplay, but the story was cool. I liked it. Finally got to Wandering Sea. That's cool. Hold on. But yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We got about 3 hours. So around the same time of a normal stream, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. If there's anyone new in the chat, go check out YouTube. Consider giving a follow, subscribing, whatever. And if you're watching on YouTube, check out Twitch. This is where I'm streaming this. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys. Yeah, 3 hours of reading. Hell yeah. Can't read books for shit, but hey, at least I can read. This is basically a visual novel, let's be honest. Yeah. Well, next time we come back to FGO, we'll be actually doing some gaming. But until then, I'll see you guys on Discord or on YouTube or in the next stream or whenever. So yeah, see you guys and goodbye.